Hi, so this is a video kind of documenting my thoughts on my fitness journey. I started really taking my fitness seriously in 2021 at the start of it, I would say. More so in the spring, getting more serious. And then now it's been a little bit over 3 years and I have learned a lot. So if I were to share some things that I have learned, one would be that I am very grateful that I took the plunge and went to the gym. I remember that I didn't have much experience going to the gym. And even before I started my exercise science program, I wasn't a constant regular gym goer all the time. And I was exercising at home a lot, but going to the gym was a game changer for me. And it was such a great change. I remember feeling so nervous. So to anyone out there who is thinking about joining a gym, I think going for it, just going in the gym, even for 10 minutes, even for 20 minutes. I remember my first gym session I went, I was so intimidated that my session only lasted for maybe 25 minutes, and I was so nervous that I didn't feel extremely comfortable with everything around me. I didn't know the machines much at all, really, and it took time to get to know the gym more. And I think it happens for everyone. Once you take the plunge and you go to the gym. This was a university gym that I started going to regularly, and I'm so glad I did. One day I just woke up and I had this urge to work out. I went and bought a lock on the same day and went to the university gym, even if I was kind of really intimidated by everything. I did it, and then everything got so much easier over time. So one thing that I would recommend is just take the plunge, go for it, and you never know, you might love it. And everyone starts somewhere, and that everyone is new at one point in their fitness journey. And so that was something that I think one of the best decisions I have made that year, which was going to the university gym in 2022. So ever since then, I have been going consistently, and I love going daily. It was one of the best decisions I have made to continue also getting a gym membership. Now I'm not at the university gym, I'm at a different gym, and I love it. I love being able to work on my fitness. It has improved my mental health so much, my physical health as well. I think both of it goes hand in hand. So when I feel physically strong, I also feel mentally strong. And so this has been amazing. And I do recommend it to anyone who is thinking about trying it. And so I think some of the things I learned along the way, one was that to know that progress takes time. I know that in the beginning, I was always going full force. I wasn't really taking much rest in between sets as well. Everything was just go, go, go. And I was definitely stressing my body out a lot. I did get injuries as well. And I would continue going to the gym, and despite the injuries. And I just had this mindset of I cannot stop because I want to continue making progress. But then I realized that you have to let your body recover as well. It's part of self-compassion also, taking some rest. And especially when your body is needing it. I think one thing I learned is to really listen to my body more. I think it comes with more experience in the gym as well. You kind of know when you're more sore, when sometimes you need potentially an active recovery day where you're just doing something else, whether it's yoga or going for a walk outdoors or doing something else other than a strenuous workout that day would benefit your body more. And you kind of know when your body is wanting that more, I think, over time. But you start to understand that without recovery, you won't be able to perform your best. And so this is something that's still a work in progress for me. I really have to kind of remind myself sometimes that it's okay to take a break. I have always been a very hard worker, and I think it has been ingrained in me that I have to work hard for whatever it is that I want. And so I know that sometimes I can go to the extremes in just pushing my body to its limits, but I have made a more cautious effort, I would say, to really listen to my body more and know that sometimes it's okay to take a small break. Doesn't mean your progress is going to lose. In fact, it might be better for you as well mentally, because you don't want to continue pushing yourself, doing something that you're not happy about. And I think fitness is about helping you improve your well-being, which ultimately improves your happiness. And I think that before I was neglecting that piece because I was just going full force, working out in the gym, even sometimes when I did not want to, because I thought that this was how I got stronger. I think I also mentioned previously that I used it as a form of control, and even when I was not really wanting to do it, I forced myself to do it. And I think that is not the way, because you do get burnout. And not only that, but it's not something you should do with your time. I think life is too short to kind of push yourself to do something that is not making you happy. In fact, it might be making you miserable. And for what? I realized when I was doing that, life is really too short to be spent kind of torturing yourself in that way. Especially for me, I realized that when I started doing cardio more and I saw the numbers that you're burning, and that was not good for my mindset, because I'm pretty competitive with myself. So I would always want to do more and more the next time, and it was just like not enough over time. And so I realized that, and my something just switched in my brain, and I realized that cardio was not something that I really enjoyed. That I really enjoyed. I mean, I said I enjoyed it. I did for a brief time, but if I really thought about it, cardio versus weightlifting, it would definitely be resistance training 100% that I prefer. And even to this day, I just really love resistance training and getting my body stronger. At one point in time, I remember doing cardio like every single day, actually, for one whole semester of university. It was just cardio all the time, and I would spend upwards to 2 hours on the elliptical, and it was not the best time when I look back at it. It was something that I forced myself to do. And so if I could change that, I would definitely incorporate more resistance training, because I realized that it made me happier, and I'm so glad I made the switch afterwards. So that was something I realized. If I were to think of any advice to give, another thing would be that your diet matters. Your diet can help you achieve more energy as well. I think that ever since I switched to taking care of my body more by incorporating more healthy foods and really being more, I think, respectful of what I put in my body, has really helped me with my workouts as well as my mental health, and as well contributing to me performing better in my workouts. So diet is a really huge thing that I'm very glad I kind of took into consideration more and really incorporated also more protein. For example, I love having eggs, and I'm so glad I started incorporating that more as well into my diet. And food is something that I learned more. For example, I used to not really want to have consumed much before the gym, but now I have gotten in a mindset that knowing that sometimes having something small before or having something as an energy booster before can really help me have a much better workout instead of going on an empty stomach. And so that is something I learned along the way and something that has helped me as well. Hey, so ever since I filmed that video, I kind of looked back and reflected on the previous year, and in the beginning of this year, actually. And I have to say my fitness journey was not a upward trend. I would say that there were bumps in the road. For example, I would insert a video here where I was not feeling my body right, and I was exercising a lot still, but I wasn't able to build much muscle at the time. Hey, so this is just kind of like an update of how I've been feeling lately. I haven't really been feeling myself. I just feel like I'm not using my potential and my skills and everything that I've developed over the years, as well as going back to school for 2 years now. And what is there to show for at this time? And that is what kind of brings me to feel discouraged and defeated, but I know that knowledge is its own reward, and I always go by that, but also wanting to be best in a certain way. And if it is physique, then it is that. It is something I can control, and I think that's what I revert to because I try to compensate for other areas of just not feeling good enough on a job or in other areas. It just feels like I am not using what I can to help others to the best of my ability, and that is so important to me. One of my main goals is really just to continue working on myself and being the best that I possibly can. I mean, I haven't really been having an appetite as well lately. I think this has been also due to the stress of the new role, as I went back to school in 2022 and it's 2024 now. So it has been 2 years, and I have worked my ass off for everything that I have. And so I think I should be proud, but I'm hoping that maybe it can pay off soon. As I wasn't feeling enough and I wasn't feeling good as well. My hair was not healthy and I was just not overall my healthiest. And so I believe that fitness is something that is not always going to go upwards, and that sometimes you have to catch yourself, like check in with yourself. Is this how you want to move forward, and are you feeling your best, and how can you improve in that moment in order to feel your best? And so I think now has been a lot better because I have really kind of honed in to my wanting to be strong and not use fitness as a sort of control when things are not going the best at the time, or if I'm not feeling my happiest. I don't want it to be something that is used as a way to compensate a negative feeling. And I think that before I was in a job that I was kind of stressed out about as well, and I just did not have much of an appetite either. So I think really tuning into your mental health as well, that can really help with your fitness journey. And I think that just reminding myself that I've come this far, I am working out to be strong, I love being strong, and not so super focused on having the most shredded abs or anything. I think that it's so nice to just do it for you and do it for the right reasons, to feel strong, to feel healthy, to know that our body is our temple. And when we work out, when we do physical activity, we are cherishing it. We are moving our bodies to feel good, to stay active, and to improve longevity lifelong, and to really nurture ourselves into better health in the future as well. And I think that having this mindset of wanting to be strong, things just come together, and it's nice. And so reflecting back, I would say moving forward, I would definitely remind myself when things get shaky, because yeah, I guess it was easy for me to take 2 step forwards and then 1 step back. A certain aspect of fitness, such as being slim. But with that, I was in a calorie deficit and I wasn't looking my best. I actually looked like I was not feeling properly at the time, and I didn't feel good at all as well. I felt more sad each day. Not sad, but a little bit more down. I knew I wasn't feeling myself properly. And so right now has been really nice to be able to correct that and really feel myself for my workouts that I have, and for my body to do its work, and for healthy hair, for a healthy mind. And it just all comes together and makes you a much more happier person and more self-compassion in that way. Things have been looking up lately, and I'm very thankful for this summer. It has been a whole lot different than last summer at this time of year, and I feel eternally so grateful for this moment, and not having to stress so much this summer and be able to enjoy lots of it as well. So I feel so grateful and my heart is full. But if you're thinking about getting a gym membership, really do it. I think that also learning about exercise science, even if you learn about it on your own and read peer-reviewed articles on it, can be really helpful. I think there's a lot of mixed messages online and false information that can be found on the internet. But when I was in my exercise science program, I was very much able to hone in on what I was interested in. And I believe that my program has taught me so much. And I'm so thankful I took that program. It was one of the best experiences of my life. And even if I am not currently in a profession that is very related to it, if at all, it has really helped me on my journey. And I do not think that any education is wasted. And I use my education that I received from my graduate program each and every day in my life and my lifestyle. And hopefully one day I can use that to help others as well. So yeah, thanks for listening and take care. See you next time.